doing my cardio here, man, something came to my mind, which is the excuse that people always use. There's always something. There's always an excuse. About slipped and died right there. But there's always an excuse with people. You know, it's like, oh, I work too many hours to get that done, or, you know, I have kids, or, you know, I just don't have the patience, I don't have the time. Basically what they're telling you is they're weak as fuck. They don't have what it takes. Whatever that thing is, you know, some people, they say, and man, that person's got it. That person's got the X factor. That person's got the it. That person's got the will, the way, the thing, you know. People can't put their finger on it, you know. What is that? And I think in reality it comes down to being excuseless. Just no excuse is good enough for anything. If you fail, it's your fault. If you lose, it's your fault. If you go broke, it's your fault. If you break something, it's your fault. If your relationship falls apart, it's your fault. They take responsibility and they say, well, it all went south because I messed up somehow. I made a mistake. I did something wrong. You'll notice really unsuccessful people around you, you'll see this all the time, they feel like the world is against them. They have a reason and an excuse for every way they failed. I know this guy talks all the time about how, you know, he never made it successful, and, you know, his dreams aren't really realistic because it's just not the way the world works. That's what he would say. It's just not how the world works, man. You know, not everyone can live their dream. Basically, he was telling me, I'm a huge pussy, like in parentheses. I'm a huge pussy. That's what he's saying. You can't be a huge pussy and make it in this life. It's way too hard. You know, this life is way too hard for anyone who's not tough as fuck to make it. And that's fair. That's just the way the world is. If you don't hustle, play your cards right, and be smarter and a step ahead of everyone else, then you'll stay a step behind everyone else in the shit that they have created for you. It comes down to either you make money telling people what to do, or selling something, or you make money for someone else by doing the exact same thing. Selling things, selling your self, basically. You're either making money for someone else and making someone else a lot of money, or you're doing it for yourself. So you make the decision. Do you want to make it for you, or do you want to make it for your boss that you don't like, that you just want to knock out? That's what you have to decide. That's what you have to do in life. That choice where you either go, okay, yeah, I'll settle and listen to whatever this person has to say, or I won't. And if you make the decision that I ain't listening to anyone, you know, no one's telling me what to do, I'll run my own shit, I'll make my own money, just know that that climb is pretty steep. It's quite a hike. I know because I'm on it right now. Couldn't tell you how high up I am. Couldn't tell you how far along I am. Couldn't tell you how much further I have to go. But I'll tell you, I'm getting further along than the people that are at the bottom of the mountain, looking at how tall it is, wondering, man, is it even worth it? Can I even get to the top? You know, my car doesn't work right now, so I've been having to rely on other people for a ride until my car gets fixed. It's going in the shop right now. So the point is that things don't always go your way, you know? Things don't always go your way. Sometimes life comes and rockies your ass right into the ground, you know? But like he said in one of his movies, it's not about how hard you can hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and then keep going. And a lot of people try their dream. They try and succeed, they try and make it. And it doesn't work right away, so they call it quits. And there's a picture I always remember. There's two guys, one's on top, one's on bottom. There's a line dividing them, and they're both digging with a pickaxe or something. Digging and digging and digging. And one of them is like 3 inches from the pot of gold. So he turns around, walks away, 3 inches from the pot of gold. He had gone too far, he was too tired, whatever it was. He was just tired of looking for the gold. And the guy above shows him striking one more time with his axe And you know with that one strike, he's getting that pot of gold. So, the badass thing is, it's always weird when people pass by. I always wonder what they think about this. But you can never stop fighting for the pot of gold. You can never stop, clipping your way towards it, because the guy who just walks away, no matter how far away that pot of gold was to the guy who quit, it's irrelevant. The point is, he quit. It could be right there. It could be a year from now, where you just have to keep digging. But I've noticed the longer you work at something, the more you put into it, not only the more you get out, like, as far as credentials and physical things, but it changes who you are as a person. I used to be a pretty huge douche, immature, in high school. I didn't really get along with anyone, especially teachers. I would just get up in the middle of class and walk out. I would sleep in class. I would skip class. I would mouth off the teachers. And I always thought, like, who cares, It's just, I didn't care about school. It didn't mean anything to me. But it wasn't about the school. It was my attitude. It was all fucked up. If you're in high school right now, or you're in college, and you were like me, where you backed off, or you back-talked to teachers, and you didn't get along with anyone, you should change that about yourself, man. It's not a good quality, because you're gonna carry that through life, through your jobs, through, your parents telling you what to do. People will always be telling you what to do. So, if you're like me, you have a hard time being told what to do, then do your best to get out of that situation. Try to be your own boss, try to be your own manager, try to be the best at whatever you want to do. And that way, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about someone telling you what to do, what to eat, when to come to work and when to leave. No. You get to a point where you have enough money in your bank account and enough of a solid idea to say, fuck you, I'm out. I'll make my own way. I'll make my own income. It's bright as shit out here in Denver, man. We're a mile closer to the sun than most people, and it makes a difference. Jeez Louise. By the way, I got 3 meals in. It's about 4 o'clock. Got 6 more. So I'm gonna eat the second I get home. A couple blocks from my house right now. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys, Don't let people push you around, At least not for a long time. You have to deal with it for a little bit, and if you're in school, high school, college, don't be the dumb kid that I was, Listen to your teachers, not to care what they say, but because it's the respectful thing to do, because it'll build your character, Being able to get assignments given to you and to handle them. I skipped school, I didn't do assignments, I didn't do shit. Didn't build a very good starting point for once I left school. I've had to change my personality a lot, and weightlifting has helped me do just that. So, just keep working out there, guys. Believe in yourself, believe in what you can do, and eventually someone will pay you for you to show them your expertise.